You know, a lot of times we don't think about vehicle fires. We do think about home fires a lot of times, fires that are caused at home, but having something in your vehicle that could stop a fire. Now, before I go into just that, you know, your home is a dangerous place with electrical outlets and with heaters and different things that you have, cooking, obviously. It's really great to have a good fire extinguisher system in your home, and that's what we have, a number of these. Home Heroes. It's just a fire extinguisher. It mounts to the wall. You pull the pin and you just pull it. It's a very easy system. We try to keep those handy upstairs and downstairs. But one of the things that really led me to this video was a good friend of mine a few weeks ago had a fire in his truck. And I'm going to feather in some pictures here for you to see the damage that was done. In fact, the truck started smoking somewhat, and he pulled over and he thought it was steam at first. And then once he pulled the hood, which of course is definitely a big no-no, fire just erupted out of the engine. That allowed the oxygen to get into the engine. So from there, within no time, the truck was fully engulfed in flames, as you can see. And then, of course, you know, fire rescue came. And then after that, you know, here's some pictures also of the truck afterwards. And just some things to think about. But what's really crazy is, about a week later, my next door neighbor rebuilds Corvairs. One of those caught on fire. And I had a lot of video footage at the time because I heard all these trucks and everything came out. Sure enough, this car was on fire. They were just working on it. And I can't find the video. So you just have to take my word for it. But, you know, vehicle fires can be very dangerous. And just a few things about vehicle fires is there are 152,000 vehicle fires a year in the U.S. And that's an average. In fact, it's been taken since 2006. That means 17 vehicle fires per hour. Another thing about your vehicle fire is that it's typically not a gasoline or a fuel tank fire. It usually comes from an electrical spark or something that happens and you have a fuel leak. Now, the first thing, that if you start to smell smoke or burning plastic or burning rubber, it's really important to stop and to check out what's going on. Also, you know, you want to go ahead and pull over, you want to turn the engine off, and you want to get out of the vehicle. Especially if you know that there is a fire. If you can tell this is really a fire and you get 100 feet away from the vehicle. That comes from the National Fire Protection Agency, which is the NFPA. And you can go to their website and look at a lot of this stuff. But one way to prevent fires in your vehicle is just to have it well maintained, because if you're having it maintained, your mechanic's going to see problems and issues that happen. Also, transporting gasoline, just do it in small amounts. Also, if you're transporting gasoline or propane, keep those in a trunk or in a back of your truck, not in the area where passengers are in. And then one thing that, in fact, I never had really thought about this, but parking in grass. If you've been on a long trip and your car's heated up and you park in grass, the grass can catch on fire from your catalytic converter. If it gets in next to the grass, it can actually cause it to catch on fire and burn. One thing too is to make sure your oil cap is on and that there aren't any fuel leaks or things like that. And also, if there's rapid change in fuel levels, you know, of course, if your gasoline tank starts to run out, you know, it seems to me my Ford F-150 burns a lot of gas. But if it's really burning gas, or you have certain type fuels that are leaking fast, you need to be aware of those things. Now, just having a small little fire extinguisher like this Tundra, this is from First Alert. This is a really neat little system. You just pop the lid. It sprays like a regular spray. It holds up to 4 times the amount of fire retardant or fire extinguishing agents than even your typical regular fire extinguisher for its size. And it's real easy to use. And you can get these at Walmart. I think they run anywhere from, I've seen them online for $9, $10, up to about $20, according to what size you're getting. But this is what I keep in my truck. This is what we keep in our home. And so having both of these, or you can even mount this inside your vehicle, especially if you have a truck or you have a little more room, an SUV. But having this can be really important. If you get stuck in your vehicle, a good fire extinguisher is really important. And also having a good knife to be able to cut yourself out of your harness or your seatbelt. Because a lot of times when an accident occurs, it seems like your seatbelts can get jammed. So, you know, be careful out there, drive safely, And be prepared, because, you know, SHTF we talk about all the time is not necessarily this all of a sudden it's SHTF. That can happen in your personal life at any time. So this is one area that you need to always be prepared in, no matter what the situation is. Be strong. Be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. And like I talked about, the hero, the home, and like we talked about, the home hero. Okay. Yeah, I'm wearing glasses. So what?